Goodness, I wish I had. Sometimes the buffer that I've got is me rubbing my head and stuff like that. Oh, Edgar Prado again. Okay, here comes everyone. Oh, sorry, a gazillion phone numbers. They come. So everyone just pause. I'm letting everyone's audio connect. And I'll repeat myself a little bit at the beginning just because of that time it takes for audio to connect. And good morning. My name is Judge Person. I do welcome everybody to court this morning. And it looks like most people are pretty well connected. I do want to welcome everyone to Temple Municipal Court. This is court, even though we have the convenience of being online. And while we have a lot of people to see, I think we'll get through it. I've reviewed the docket, and so I should be ready to sort of move things. But I do want to let everyone know the same information from the beginning, which is that when you're given a ticket or a citation, those are all methods that we have under the law for accusing someone. That's really what a ticket is. It's an accusation. And when you give a plea, you're giving your answer or your response to that accusation. And there are three options for pleading: guilty, not guilty, and no contest. Now, if you plead guilty, you're saying, I did this. If you plead no contest, you're off court to find you guilty without saying that you did or did not do it. And if you plead not guilty, you're just contesting the charge, which you have the right to do. I do have the written pleas that you've given the court if you did that, but I'll confirm that when it's your turn. And then I'll also entertain questions if you have them. Just give me 1 second. I have a real quick question for the clerk to my left. Is this Warren? Can you find out where she might be? Thank you. So I do want to let you know, thank you. Oh, thank you. I do want to let you know that when you're given a ticket or given a citation, those are all methods that we have under the law for accusing someone. That's what a ticket is. And no, I do want to, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought because I've got people coming in the meeting and I'm looking for a particular person. Bartow Evans. This is someone coming in late. There we go. Yes. Which, again, let's confirm and find out what's going on with that. So, pretty important because I can't start it. So I do want to let you know, those are the three options for pleading. And if you've already entered a plea, I won't ask for your plea. If you've entered a plea, but I have not yet accepted it, and remember, just guilty as I did it, no contest really is I'm not contesting it. And not guilty is I want to try. If you plead not guilty, we're moving on to the pre-trial docket. There are two. One is online. Like today, I've got that meeting. And if the case is still pending after today, we have an in-court meeting in the live courtroom because we have to get pre-trial motions heard, set bonds, set the case on the docket for a jury to come in and hear. So I do want to just confirm and let you know the dates on the not guilty docket if you plead not guilty today. If you plead guilty or no contest, you move into sentencing. And there are really, the go-to is, you plead guilty or no contest, you're found guilty and you pay it. This is in class. And at that point, there we go, she's in. At that point, it goes on your record. But there are still 4 ways to get dismissal. And I just want to talk to you about the dismissal options real quickly. So with the dismissal options, there are compliance dismissals, driver safety course options, deferred dispositions, and teen court. Okay, so just from the top, just a little bit about each one. On the compliance dismissals, those are things that you can be accused of where the law says you can get a dismissal if you do certain things to bring the situation up to date. Notably not for insurance cases and notably not for invalid license charges. But there are some other things like tires that are bald or a blinker that's out, a registration sometimes. You can get those dismissed. And I'll tell you if you have a case like that. And I'll walk you through the dismissal process and see if we can get you to that dismissal, okay? The next option, if that one doesn't work, is if you have, if you qualify to be in a driver safety course option and you successfully complete the program, you can get a dismissal for what we call a driver safety course option. And you do that by paying court costs, your fines go on hold, you get your course done on time, you get your driving record turned in on time, and you gain a dismissal. Now, just a little bit about court costs and fines, and this applies to all cases, but in the driver safety course option, I talk about it a little bit more thoroughly because it affects it. Every ticket has a court cost and a fine. And when I talk to you and give you a number, I'm giving you a whole number, okay? But that number represents court costs and fines. The court costs are set by the Texas legislature. I can't change them or undo them. You have to go to the legislature and change the law to change those. Fines are under the judge's discretion, okay? In the driver safety course option, one reason why it's a really good option is that if you qualify, you just pay the court cost, and the fine over here, it goes on hold. And if you get your course turned in and your record turned in on time, you get your case dismissed and that fine gets waived. So it's cheaper than your ticket. Even though you pay for a class and a driving record, it's still less expensive than the ticket. And that's on purpose because we want people to take a driver safety course if they qualify, because statistics are really clear on that. And that is that we get a better driver in Texas and it's worth it, okay? Texas is really the #1 state for getting injured, getting hurt, getting in a crash. It's the #1 state for killing and dismembering people who are young people under 25. We just have a lot of #1s that aren't really aspirational, okay? So the driver safety course option saves you money and keeps it off your record. I will look to see if you're qualified, if you plead guilty or no contest. And it's not an option that you have to use, but it's an option that you might want to consider. And I'll let you know if you qualify, and then you might want to consider it. But then you have to complete it and do it properly. And if you miss your deadlines, you knock yourself out of that program, legally speaking, okay? And then the third option is if you qualify and ask for a deferred disposition. A deferred disposition is a way to delay your case, and at the end of a period of time, gain a dismissal, and you get really a court order that has a list of things for you to do. And if you do them, at the end, you get a dismissal. The trick in a Class C court is that you can ask for a deferred disposition at the time you enter your plea of guilty or no contest, and the judge in a Class C court can grant it directly. You can't get that option at county courts because the prosecutor must weigh in. In this particular court, you can also ask the prosecutor as well as the judge. And if the prosecutor agrees, then y'all can bring that to me for a signature. Otherwise, if you plead guilty or no contest, you're supposed to ask. And the way that you do that is just to say guilty or no contest, but I'd like a deferred. So that's the magic language. People always wonder, what's the magic language? That's it. It's pretty simple. You just make the request. I'd like a deferred, okay? I'm supposed to assume that you knew that before you got online today. Lots of people don't know that. It wouldn't be unusual to not know that. So I just let you know how you would do that if that's what you're trying to do. And you've already you're entering a plea today. And then the fourth way to gain a dismissal is if you qualify and successfully complete teen court, okay? And I will walk you through teen court. If you qualify, I'll let you know and let you know what the conditions would be. It's a way for young people to take responsibility and still gain a dismissal of their offense. I do want to clarify, I've got some people that I have not been able to identify. And the first person I want to ask is on an iPhone. It's labeled Regalio's iPhone. I'm asking Regalia's iPhone, if you'll get visual for a minute, start your video, unmute, and tell me your full name, please. I wasn't able to identify you. Are you Mr. Mondragon Lopez?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, gotcha then. You can back up and then you'll get when it's your turn, no problem, okay? But I am going to change my name so that I don't lose track of you. Today. Let's keep it on mute if it's not your turn, just simply for the fact that there's a lot of interference that gets created. And then I've seen you before, but I'm just not remembering your last name. And right now your name, Graciela. And if you could, Graciela, go ahead and unmute and tell me your full name. Yes, ma'am. Can you unmute? I won't be. Yes, ma'am. Hi. Tell me your full name.
Graciela Aranda Medina.
Aranda Medina?
Yes.
Aranda?
Yes.
I don't see it. Could you? Vivian Medina?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, we'll be with you soon. Let me just change your name on screen. Thank you. It won't change it permanently. I'll just change it for this meeting. And then let's see. Cassie Davis. Let's see. Where are you, Miss Davis?
Yes.
Yes. What is your full? Whose case is it?
It's for Zoe Nicholson.
Okay. Zoe Nicholson. And we decided person right is on the docket. Okay. Okay. And Mr. Wade, you're not on my docket today, but let me ask you to unmute. I just want to, I need to let you know, you were given community service and it was due August 27th. We're granted community service on August 27th. I'm sorry. What is there?
Say that again.
You were given community service a few days ago. Not through yet. Did you have a question before I let you go today? What's happening?
No, I knew I was supposed to be on the Zoom call. I did get the letter in the mail that says I have community service,
Right.
and I'm making sure I show up to the Zoom.
We took you off because you don't need to sit through all of this. If you read through your documents and still have a question, I'll probably be on this Zoom for at least an hour. Why don't you review that and log back in if you have questions about it? But you should be able to read it, figure out where you're going to go and get it done and turn in on time, or on or before your due date, apply for an extension if you can't get it done.
Okay.
Yes?
I said I don't have any questions, so.
Let's get it turned in on time. You should be fine.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
I don't want to have people sit through something that is longer than what they need to. Ms. Warren, I'm going to go ahead and start. Good morning, Ms. Warren. And so I'm going to go ahead and start the pretrial, which is a breakout room. And I have people showing people who are here. And I'm going to create that room. And if you're on the pretrial docket, in other words, you've pled not guilty, then we're moving your case forward into a pretrial. And that's really a breakout room with the prosecutor. And I'm going to start that right now. Now, Ms. Warren, she'll wave real quickly. She is the city's prosecutor, and she's going to be in that room meeting with people. And at the end of that meeting, you'll come back in, okay? So you'll come back into this meeting after you've met with Ms. Warren, whatever the outcome may be, okay? And we're starting with attorney for the Paez case. I might be saying that incorrectly. Stuart Rojo, and he logged in actually early. So Mr. Rojo, if you'll accept that invitation, you've probably done this before. I'll let y'all go ahead and get started. I have 3 more people I'm trying to identify, and they are on the telephone number ending in 062. Please, if you'll unmute and tell me who you are. Phone number 062, who are you? If you can unmute. Phones aren't our best method online, but we're trying to do that because some folks have difficulty getting access to technology, but we still want to keep everybody safe. And so that's the compromise. 062, area code 254, phone number ending in 062. Phone number 254 ending in 732. Could you unmute and tell me who you are? Okay, moving to phone number ending in 565. It's not going to work if you can't unmute. 732, who are you?
Garcia, John.
Okay, Garcia. Thank you so much. Now I won't lose track of you, 732, Mr. Garcia. Thank you. I'll keep you muted, but when it's your turn, I will go ahead and, ask you to unmute again. So I'll be back with you shortly. Just pay attention so you don't miss it, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Phone number ending in 565. Hello? And 062. Hello? Okay, well, I'll try again later. Let me just move forward then. I want to get started and start moving people forward. And I'm just looking, people keep unmuting yourself. It's going to make it all difficult. So I keep having to stop. And I probably want to talk to Miss Evans because she has logged into the meeting. She must be having some technical problems. Let's see if she'll connect while I pull my first file. That's fine. I started with Mr. Prado, if you'll get ready, I'm going to be right with you. Miss Bartow Evans, Judy Bartow Evans, could you unmute for a moment? Okay, still not hearing me. I will start with Mr. Prado. Hello, Mr. Prado. Can you get on screen and unmute yourself, please? Good morning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hi. Listen, I reviewed your paperwork and good morning. Are you driving a car?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay, you need to hang up and call back later. Pull over and call back. That's illegal. All right, moving on. We'll come
Mrs.
back.
Evans is here.
Yes, great. I've been noticing y'all are having some technical difficulties.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
It's okay. But are you got it kind of worked out? Are you there?
I do, but I can't seem to get her picture there. Does that matter?
It's not really going to matter, but
Okay.
I'll mark you here. I think I already did. And we'll be with you shortly, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, my next person then. Please do not drive a vehicle while you're in court. It's a crime to drive a vehicle on a phone with a video going. And I'm going to kick you out right away. And just kind of be glad that you're not going to get issued another ticket because you're committing a crime on screen. Okay, let's move on. Tina Bauer. Good morning, ma'am. I'm going to get your file pulled if you'll take a moment and unmute. How are you this morning, Ms. Bauer?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I did review your information. Thank you. And I am going to grant community service in your case unless you have an objection.
No, ma'am. That would be great. I appreciate it.
It does come out to 29 hours of community service. And I do need to get your signature on one form. I can email all of that to you this morning and you can print it and sign the form and email it back, or you can take a picture and email it back, or you can come over and pick everything up. What's going to work best for you?
Oh, I'm not far. I'm just right down the street. I can run down there at my lunchtime and take care of it.
Okay, bring that out at the front front desk for you, and you can just take about 5 minutes at the front desk. Read everything, make sure you understand and don't have any questions. If you do, folks have some information. If they can't answer, they'll bump you into another meeting with me, okay?
Okay,
So there'll be 29 hours. But you can't meet the deadline, you need to apply for an extension before the deadline.
okay,
Okay, we'll see you soon, okay?
okay, thank you very much.
Ms. Warren, let me get the call for on the Charles Paez case. Are we heading to resolution or are we heading to trial?
Hi, Judge. This is Attorney Stuart Rojo for Mr. Paz. I've been talking with the prosecutor, Ms.
Yeah,
Warren.
we've resolved those cases.
Ms. Warren, go ahead. Ms. Warren, I think we have a really difficult connection. I'm having trouble. You're not moving, your screen
And
is.
so we are doing a deferred.
Can you hear me,
Can
Judge?
you hear me now?
I can hear you, Ms. Warren. Yes, Mr. Romo, I'm not having any trouble hearing you. I'm just wanting
Mr.
to.
Rojo, if you want to go ahead and explain it to the judge?
Yes, I can. Hi, Judge. Stuart Rojo here. My client has 3 cases. One of them is a no insurance, and Ms. Warren offered a deferral for $456.30. She said as a plea bargain, she would dismiss the associate registration case. And then there's a second event, unregistered motor vehicle, that I have proof on. And she said she would dismiss that case since I have proof, but there would be possibly warrant and omni fees associated with these 3 cases. And I was going to talk to you, is there anything we can do about the total amount Mr. Paz has to pay? He's really struggling right now, and if whatever we can do.
Right now, the balance is $1,047.80. She's
Okay.
Listen, just a minute.
You're cutting out, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
I'm having real trouble with you. Is everyone having trouble hearing me? Okay, I don't know what to do with that.
Yes.
It's always a difficulty. Give me 1 minute.
Thank you.
Let me go to my settings and see if I can. I should be able to get my.
You're coming through a little better now.
Yeah, I'm trying to improve things here. Hold on. Everybody hold on.
Okay.
Sometimes the default settings get engaged. Is this better?
Yes, I can hear you, Judge.
Okay, let's hope so. All right. I will keep trying.
Okay.
Okay, and so back to what your question was. So, she agreed to dismiss on, as I understand it, the companion case, the expired registration. Is that right, Ms. Warren?
Yes.
And we're doing a deferred on the one insurance case.
Yes.
And then she's agreeing to dismiss, and there's proof in the file on the other registration. And so that drops your client's outlay to $456.30.
Okay, so is that the total amount he would pay, $456.30?
It would be the total amount in the deferred order.
Okay, and no other costs associated with the other two charges, is that correct?
If the prosecutor is dismissing for her reasons, no.
Okay, I didn't know if we still had to pay a warrant fee, but yes, ma'am, we'll go ahead and accept that offer. We'll enter a plea of no contest.
You should never be paying a warrant fee on a dismissal.
Well, I need to bring you with me to some of these other courts I deal with because we do that all the time. But anyway, I like your policy, Your Honor.
Okay, that's just my reading of the law. Ms. Warren, you are dismissing those two charges? Ms. Warren?
That's right, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I will go ahead and get the deferred ready. Are we doing 30 days to pay on the deferred, the single deferred?
Yes.
Okay. And the deferral period is how long?
Yes.
The deferral period will be
Mhm.
120 days.
90 days, okay.
No, 120. Because we're giving him some time to pay. Yes? Mr. Rojo,
Yes, ma'am.
120-day deferred payment
Okay,
in 30 days.
okay.
The reason for the 120-day deferred is giving more time for your client to make payment.
Oh, okay, so he's gonna have till the end of the 120 days to pay?
No, he would have until October 5th.
October 5th to pay. Okay, but it is a 120-day deferral. Yes, ma'am, we accept that offer. We enter a plea of no contest and waive our right to jury trial.
Okay. I will email the paperwork to you.
Okay,
I'll wait for Ms. Warren's dismissal.
okay. So should I just wait to receive the paperwork from you?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be, I'm signing it right now, so it'll be.
Yes, ma'am.
It'll be there shortly.
Okay. Well, thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Hopefully we'll have some of this resolved a little bit better with the sound. And I'll keep trying to confirm that you can hear me. I did redo my sound settings and hopefully that's going to help us. Ms. Warren, I'm going to go ahead and move you on, advance you forward to Sarah Silva. And Ms. Silva, when you're finished, you'll be back in this room. You'll click back over. But right now you should have an invitation to join that meeting. And Ms. Warren, as should you. Maybe we'll resolve some things. I keep having to admit new people. Edgar Prado, iPhone. Lots of people I don't know who are not on the docket. Okay. Having just joined us, there is someone named iPhone. Let me find it. Yeah. Gentleman in the hat. Remove the hat, please. What is your name? Sorry, your name, please.
Damian Espinoza.
Okay, Mr. Espinoza.
Sorry, I had you on the 0062 phone number, but
Gotcha.
I was trying to unmute it and it wasn't unmuting. So
Yeah, you're going to be better off on a Zoom video. Okay, we'll get to you shortly. Thank you for helping me know who you are because, well, I can't pull a file with iPhone. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay. I'll just have it changed. I changed it for purposes of this meeting. Okay, my next person, hopefully you can hear me, is Edgar Prado. He's been in and out of the meeting, maybe having some technical problems. We all seem to be having them this morning, so we'll just apply patience. Sometimes that'll get you through a lot. Let's see. Hi, Mr. Prado.
Hello.
I'm pulling your file. Have you pulled over or are you still driving?
No, I pulled over.
Yeah. So how old are you?
Can you repeat that again?
How old are you today?
18. Good.
And you go to Ellison High School?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do we have proof in the file? Yeah, I have his file. I have his. Okay, so are you requesting teen court to gain a dismissal?
Is there a possible way to do that?
Yeah, there is a way to do that. You're way over the posted speed limit. Is this typical for you?
Yes.
Typically go 49 miles over the posted speed limit? Okay.
Yes.
I'm thinking that, you know, you listed no income, but you listed bills. Are those your bills?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you working?
Not at the moment. I'm looking for a job.
Okay. Well, I can order, let's see, we have a speeding charge and a no license charge. Are you getting your license?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
You're 18, you should be able to get a license. But, you know, it's illegal to drive. You're driving illegally. I can schedule you for community service. I think that's all I'm gonna be able to do on these.
Okay.
So that comes to 24 hours and of community service. And I'm gonna have that due no later than October 5th.
Okay. Do you know anywhere I could do community service?
I have a list of places where you can do the community service. You're gonna probably need to come over and sign for it and pick up that packet. Can I look for you at lunch today?
Excuse me?
Can I look for you to come to the court by lunchtime?
Yeah, I could head out that way. After this.
Okay. Okay, well, lawfully come on over to the court and get your paperwork.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see you at the counter.
All right. You have a good day.
Yes. Okay, Miss Warren, let me pull the silver file. Just one moment. Okay, Miss Warren and Miss Silva, on the Silva file, Miss Warren, are we heading to resolution? Are we heading to trial?
Miss Silva is guilty of the offense and needs information on how to make payment. She can't make that payment today.
Okay, and we're just taking a straight hit? Ms. Warren,
Yes.
that's a conviction? Ms. Silva, you're just pleading guilty or no contest, and we're looking, it's not a moving violation, it just has to do with your insignia. We're just having that go forward.
Yes.
And Ms. Warren, I'm gonna go ahead and move you forward to the Bazan. Ms. Silva, just hold on one moment. On the Bazan case, Mr. Bazan, sending you an invite to that meeting.
Thank you, Your Honor. I received it.
Thank you. And Ms. Warren will join you in that room. Her connection seems to be a problem coupled with my problem. Ms. Silva, I'll ask you to unmute. Thank you, ma'am. The total is $216 if you pay it within 30 days. but I show that you asked for $50 a month, and I can approve that if you want. When would you like to start? So I can't hear you, though you're unmuted. Try turning your volume up. Mine is all the way up. Yes. Still can't hear you. It sounded like I was going to. So, having real trouble with this meeting today, and I do apologize, everyone. Ms. Silva, I'm going to try sending you a chat and seeing if we can get. See if we can do that. Look and see your chat, and I've asked. I'm asking when you could start that payment. There's a one-time fee that gets added for a payment plan that goes more than 30 days, but it's $15, and then it doesn't go up provided you stay on time. You'll need to type back since I can't hear you. Ms. Silva? Okay, on the 10th of September. Okay, so I need to get your signature on a document of a payment plan. Can you come to the court, or do you want us to email that to you? You'll need to be able to print it, sign it, and email it back. Okay, you said you're coming in. I will have that at the window for you within the next 15 minutes. And if you'll try to get here in the next hour, that would be very helpful, or by lunchtime, okay? Okay, thank you. I'm gonna keep hobbling on. You know, the solution is to close the meeting and start again because I'm the organizer. So I'd like to try to muscle through, see if we can get things done. I'm going to go ahead then and ask for my next person, who will be, give me just a moment, let me sort this out. Tina Bauer. Zachary Couch. Good morning, Mr. Couch.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Can you hear me? I can hear you very well.
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you just fine.
Okay. You're in high school, and we have teen court as an option for you. You're asking for teen court, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. There's a $20 teen court fee. Can you pay that fee today?
Yes, ma'am, I believe so.
Okay. So, and then there's going to be a class due by October 5th. And you'll have to take that at your own expense. What I want to do is get your signature on your teen court paperwork. Your fee has to get paid in person. There's a $20 fee and it has to be cash. Can you come over this morning? You're in Longview?
Yes, ma'am, I live in Longview, Texas, so I don't think I'll be able to stop by today.
Okay, hold on a second. The payment, how can we get that? Okay. Can we confirm? How do we confirm that? He's 17, he's 17. Yeah, we need to know. Can someone in the clerk's office answer? Okay, we're just confirming that you can do that payment online instead of trying to mail a check. We can email all the other information to you, have you sign it and either take a photograph and send it back with your signature or email it back scanned. Can you print it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am. I can scan it and just email it back.
Okay, just 1 second. We're going to confirm that you can, we might be able to set it up so you can pay it online. Or
That would be perfect.
Or he could call it in, right? Mhm. They do take payments up front. That's what they do. Not my phone. They don't take phone payments anymore? When did that change? Okay, we're confirming that. While we're doing that, Ms. Warren, you had a chance to talk to Giovanni Bazan. Are we heading to trial or to resolution?
There is resolution in that case. Mr. Razan entered a no contest plea on the, let me get the date of the ticket. On the ticket dated July 2nd,
Okay,
and that's 3001.
I've got it.
And I'm dismissing the July 13th ticket.
Okay, as a plea bargain.
Within the deferred, there will be a class. And he
Okay.
does need a payment plan.
Okay, I'll sort the payment plan with him. Thank you, Ms. Warren. Mr. Bazan, just hold on a moment. I'll work on that payment issue with you. Ms. Warren, let me move you forward. And your next person is Evelyn Peters.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Peters, sending you that invitation. Just remember to come back into the meeting when you're done. Ms. Warren is already in that meeting. Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Bazan, if you'll unmute for a quick moment. With the one case dismissed, that drops your total to 264. And I'm sure there's quite a bit of ebb and flow to your income. It's probably up and down. I can break that into 2 payments of 132 and do one in 30 days and one in 60 days. Can we do that?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
That puts those 2 payments on 11/5 and I'm sorry, 10/5 and 11/2. And then the class is due 12/2. No later than, these are no later than dates, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And the deferred doesn't end until January 4th of 2022. Now, I'm gonna get that document ready for you and she'll send over the dismissal and we'll email that to you when we have it. But the deferred, I wanna get your signature on. And so we'll email that over and can you print it and email it back to us with your signature?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if I can get that in the next hour, because we'll email it to you fairly shortly, then get that back to us. And as soon as we get that, we should get those dismissals from her before the morning is done. and we'll email you the copy of the dismissal so you'll have it for your records, okay?
Understood, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. You have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day.
Okay, Mr. Couch, we verified we can collect that payment online now that we've got it set up. So once you have your documents, which I've just signed, print it, send it back to us, and then log on to the city's website, to the municipal courts page, and go to the payment section. You'll need your case number, which is at the top, and you'll do that payment there, okay?
Okay,
Okay, thank you. Any questions?
thank you. No, ma'am.
Okay, thanks. Okay, seems like things are getting better. Let's keep moving forward. Give me just a moment. I believe, yes, that we are moving to Rakinia Trejo. Ms. Trejo, if you're able to also do a visual, that's good. If not, that's okay. Let me get your file pulled. Okay. So I did get your information, and I do have a no contest plea.
Yes,
You're working at the Westin Inn. I know you just started. At
yes,
least
ma'am.
about a week or so, about 10 days ago. You had asked for payments of $50 a month. If your income is uncertain, sometimes what I like to do is just set it at $25 every month and begin in about a month. And then if you want to pay more, you're not going to have any kind of penalty. It would just, if you want to pay more, you would be done faster. But that way you're not being set up to where it's too hard since we don't know yet. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you tell me the best day for you to start? Because you probably at least know when you're going to get paid, and some employers hold a certain number of paychecks and so forth. So if I could get you to just name your date for me, that would probably be the best. What's a good start date for you? What's the best start date for you?
Probably like in another 2 weeks, because I know I get paid this week, but it's like, rent and stuff.
Okay.
So
What
probably
day?
like 2
Do you get paid on Thursday or Friday? What day?
on the Thursday.
On the 3rd? Is it always going to be on a Friday?
It's usually on a Friday, but I get paid on a Thursday.
Okay, so Friday is a good day to make payment. So what I
Right.
would do is start you on Friday the 17th.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. And then what I'll do is say that's $25, but beginning the next month, let's see, you'll get paid on the 1st and then the 15th. So always on a Friday.
Mhm.
And we'll get it set up that way. And then if you want to pay more, we'll be done faster. There's no penalty for early or additional payment, okay?
Okay.
Okay, does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you good with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and do you want to come by and pick up all your paperwork, or do you want us to email it and you sign it and get it back to us today with the signature?
I'll come by.
Okay, we'll have that at the front desk probably within the next hour, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Trejo.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, I'm going to move forward. Nestor Reyes, find you. You were here a moment ago. Let's see. There you are. Good morning. Hi, Mr. Reyes. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Let me get your file. You are in high school still?
Yes, ma'am.
I got that proof of enrollment. And we were looking at, I had given you some time to get your license. Where are you with that?
I got it. Yes.
Okay, do we have that? Let me check your file. Did you turn it into us yet?
Yes. The last time I went by, the lady had scanned it.
He has a no license charge, right? Okay. So, it's teen court. So there's 2 teen court fees of $20 each. That's $40. Can you pay that today?
Yes.
And then because you have your license, I just need to confirm, we do have it. That's part of teen court, is getting it done and getting it turned in. So I'll just mark that as done, but it's a condition. Thank you, that's good. I saw it on the screen. And then you'll have a class that you take, and that's due October 5th, okay?
Okay.
And that if you do the 2 payments today, class by October 5th, and I'm marking your DL already as done, then your cases would be dismissed, okay? Okay, so I need your signature. Are you coming by to do that, or are we emailing that to you?
I can come back.
Okay, should we do it for you? In the next hour?
Yes.
Thank you. We'll see you then, okay?
Okay, bye.
Ms. Warren, let's go ahead and talk with Ms. Plead and Ms. Peters.
Ms. Peters entered a plea of no contest. I offered a deferred. She does need time to pay. There is no class on that.
Okay. And I did get her payment application today, so I will work with Ms. Peters. Ms. Peters, just stay on the line. I'm gonna be right with you.
Okay.
Where is online? And Ms. Warren, let me advance you forward. And your next person is Miss Bartow Evans. She's had some technical difficulties this morning. She hasn't been able to get her video to work. She has a friend helping her with technology this morning.
Okay.
I want you to be aware of all of that.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Bartow Evans, you're gonna get an invitation now to go to a breakout room, and you'll click on that. And hopefully that's gonna work. It looks like that invitation did go through. And you'll have to join. There you go, perfect. So that's improving. Ms. Peters? Hi, ma'am. I just got your income information. Give me just a quick moment to do a quick review and see what I can do there. You're paid every 2 weeks?
Yes, Your Honor.
What day of the week are you paid?
It's usually the 15th and the end of the month.
Okay, so the 15th and the end of the month?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're
So
actually
it's bi-monthly.
bi-monthly.
Yes, ma'am.
It is different. Give me 1 second to recalculate. And does anyone in your home receive any assistance, like any benefits or utility assistance, food stamps, Social Security, anything like that?
No, ma'am.
Is anyone receiving child support?
No, ma'am. They're all children.
Sorry?
No, it's all me and my 3 kids.
Okay. Are you living with family?
Just my 3 kids.
Okay. I just didn't see any rent or any house payment.
You didn't see any what, ma'am?
You didn't list any rent or house payment.
Oh, yes, my rent is $13.50 a month.
It's a significantly different situation. let's see. Is Marlon Jr. working?
No, ma'am. He just got back from school. He's not working currently.
So he's like doing college. Is that the idea?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I can order community service instead of payment.
Yes, okay, ma'am. That would be appreciated.
We'll have to find time to do it, okay? And in Harker Heights, you can do it at any nonprofit over there. You can come up, I have a list of places. They don't list Westville County because I've just found it too hard to keep up with over there, the nonprofits. They kind of come and go. But if you can do a nonprofit over there, any nonprofit under the Texas law is going to be qualified. Plus, I'll give you a list of places that I know are qualified in the county, okay? And it's not exhaustive, it's just a starting place. So if you find one, if you're not sure, you can call the case manager for community service here and just verify that it's going to count, okay? Because I don't want you to do it when it doesn't count. It's 12 hours. It's due November 2nd. Turn in your hours verified. And the deferred is 120 days. And that will keep this off your record, okay?
Thank you.
Shall we email that to you and you sign it and email it back to us?
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Peters, that should be emailed to you within the hour, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Just keep an eye on the email. If you don't receive it, call and check with us, okay?
Yes, ma'am. May I be dismissed?
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, ma'am. And I'm moving forward then with, let's see. We got Mr. Nestor done and Jermaine McGee. Let's see. Jermaine, where are you? Mr. McGee, can you unmute and start your video? Are you there? Oh, you're driving. Oh no, call back. Okay, moving forward. Wow. No, it was a different guy. I know, he's going last. Just so not right. Gavin Lane. Hi, Mr. Lane. You can unmute if you would, and let's talk.
Okay,
How are you this morning?
pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Hello, Gavin's parent. How are you? Yeah. And so what I'm going to do is go ahead and I did review everything, and I want to make sure you understood your rights and your pleading options of guilty, not guilty, and no contest. And I want to confirm that you've pled guilty and asked for teen court, which I will grant. Is that
Yes,
your
ma'am.
plea? Is that your plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so there is a $20 teen court fee, and then a class due in 30 days. It's a driving class, and it would be due October 5th. Can you pay the $20 fee today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We normally have you just come by and get everything, but I notice y'all are in Troy. Are y'all able to come over? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're going to have everything at the front desk for you, and you'll be able to just come, pick it all up, read it quickly, make sure you don't have any additional questions. Should be self-explanatory. And then we're just, after the $20 is paid today, the only thing we're looking to get back from you is just proof of that course, which you can take online or around town. We'll have a list. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. And Mom, did you have questions? Can't hear you. Get a little closer to the microphone. I don't know why. I can hear him, but I can't hear you. It's-
She said she would like to know if I have to be there when getting the paperwork and paying
Yes,
the
I know.
$20.
I signed it. Know what else you need.
Okay.
I can email it and you can email it back and then she could pick it up. Okay, we're gonna email that. He's gonna sign it and send it. And then she'll come in to pick everything up. Okay, that will work.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Dylan Johnson. Let's see where you are. Let's get you on the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Let me get your case pulled up. Here we go. I did get your request. I'm not able to do a driver safety course, traditional one for you, because you were over 20 miles over the posted speed limit, not authorized.
Yes, ma'am.
I can do, are you in school still or did you graduate?
I graduated, ma'am.
Okay, just checking. I can do community service. And I can grant a deferred, which would keep it off your record, but you would have to pay for a class because I'm required to get a class from you if you do a deferred because you're under 25. Or we can just do a straight hit and do community service. It does go on your record, but the balance would go away. What is your request today?
I could just do community service.
Okay. With this balance, it turns into 13 hours of community service, and I'm going to give you till November 2nd to turn that in. And you're in Belton. Do you have a way to come over to the court, or can we just email it to you, you print it and sign it and get it back to us today?
You can email. I can't drive.
Okay. You'll have to find a nonprofit place to go and just in your area, okay?
Okay.
Churches, nursing homes, city facilities, the library, animal services, all those places tend to need help. And any nonprofit, we'll give you a list of places, and there are some in Belton, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Okay, we'll be emailing that over pretty soon. We need it back with your signature today. It's just one page that you sign.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so moving on. Let's talk to Christopher Withers. You'll unmute Mr. Withers.
Yes, ma'am. Can you see me?
I sure can. I can see you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Thank you, ma'am.
You can hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Okay, so I did review all of your papers, okay? And I got all your pleas. On your newer case, I had 2 cases from July that did not have a plea on them, and you entered a plea of guilty. One was insurance and one was an invalid license. Part of what's going on with your license, I think, I have a hold. And
That
so
probably is, ma'am.
I'm real interested in a couple of things. This is something I ask people who have warrants, so please don't be offended. It's just a standard question, because I'm looking for ways to help solve this as quickly as we can get it solved.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had any jail time in the last 6 months?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I can go ahead and order a payment plan. You had proposed $200 a month,
Yes, ma'am.
and I'm showing that you could do that. Can you
Yes,
start
ma'am.
that today?
No, ma'am, I can't start it today. I could start on it Friday.
Okay, Friday the 3rd?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can I get your signature this morning so that I can get your warrants off?
Yes, ma'am, I could come down there and do it.
That would be perfect. Okay, on that signature, that promise to pay, I'll give you a shot, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, when are you heading over?
About 30 minutes.
Okay. We'll see you then at the counter, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Withers.
Okay.
All right. Okay. There's Miss Warren back on screen. She's been talking to, thank you, Dr. Evans. And Miss Warren, you were visiting with Miss Bartow Evans. Are we heading to any kind of resolution?
Yes, Your Honor. Miss, sorry.
Bartow Evans.
Okay, Miss Evans did change her plea to no contest, and she wants to try to be in compliance by the next hearing in October. So we're gonna see if she is, so that we can do some kind of relief on those fines.
Okay. Ms. Bartow Evans, that means on the October 20th.
I can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
No.
You have to answer. Can you hear me now?
No, ma'am.
No, no, ma'am.
How are y'all answering my question?
What was it? Sorry.
Okay. So you need to be in court October 20th.
I'm in Wisconsin right now. Can we do it virtual?
How long will you be there?
I'm going to live up here now. I've been up here with my brother that was passing, and he passed. And I'm going to stay up here with my family permanently.
Okay.
Apartment.
How are y'all resolving the case here in Temple?
My son is at my home, and him and his friend, him and her have been working at whatever they've asked to be done. So that they're working at it.
Okay. On the 20th, I will be able to do a Zoom.
Okay.
With you, and we'll send that invitation. And at 2 is when you're going to log in.
At 2 o'clock on October 20th?
Yes, we're going to send that invitation to the email that we sent today's invitation to.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see you then.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You check in with your son and make sure things are getting resolved.
I do all the time. I keep calling. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just going to have to make an exception. Okay, Ms. Warren, we're advancing you, and I'm going to say it incorrectly probably, Namika Eckerberry. So I'm sending, hi. I will send Mr. Eckerberry, I'm going to send that invitation over to you now.
I'm sorry, you're saying what?
An invitation to a breakout room.
Okay.
You just click on it. Remember to click to come back. Okay, let's see. Mr. Withers completed. Andrew Acosta. Mr. Acosta?
I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
You're not
How we
moving.
doing?
Okay, you're not driving, are you?
No, I'm here at work.
Okay.
I told my boss I was gonna have a report session.
Yeah.
And he said whenever I get done, just go back.
Okay, listen, I reviewed your case, and I got your insurance. Now, insurance after the stop doesn't cover the stop in Texas. So normally you can't get that dismissed. However, the prosecutor has one condition case where she'll allow a dismissal, and that is if you didn't have an accident, which you didn't, and that you got insurance within 24 hours, which you did, and that insurance cover 3 months. which it doesn't. So we called them and they said you're on a month to month. We need 3 months of prepaid policy. I can give you 2 weeks to set that up and provide proof to the court. And I can then dismiss the case. We're on time, so I can still do that with you. I would need your signature today, and I would extend you to September 14th.
So you need a 3-month policy insurance?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want
what date are we on today? The 31st?
Yes.
The 14th, that'll be in a couple of weeks from now, correct?
Yes.
Can you give me another week extra or the 14th?
Yes,
okay,
I can.
that'll work.
You've been good at staying on time.
Correct.
So let's say no later than the 28th.
That'll work.
Okay. So
now when I go to insurance, just tell them I got 1 month and I need another 2 months.
Yes, tell them you need 3 months of prepaid insurance.
Okay.
And then have them print it out and send it over to us. And I can, if you get it to me before the 28th, I can probably cancel you having to do court again.
Okay, well, what I'll do is I'll get that immediately and then but still give me to the 28th. But once I get it, I'll go to the municipal court and I'll show it up in front.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yes.
If that's okay.
Yes, it is okay. I need your signature today on an extension. Can you, if we email you that extension, can you print it, sign it, and get it to us today?
Yes, can you email it to me?
Yes, we can email it to you.
Okay, I won't take a lunch till 12 o'clock. Is it okay to sign it during my lunch and then send it to y'all?
Yes, that's fine.
That'll work.
That'll be fine. Okay, Mr. Acosta. I'll look to get that from you soon, okay? But we'll get that at lunch.
Okay, I appreciate you. You have a good day.
Thank you, Mr. Acosta. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, I'm moving forward to Aiden Brodigan.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Mr. Brodigan. How are you this morning?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for waiting so patiently.
No problem.
I did receive your plea and your information.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you are qualified for teen court. And I just want to confirm that you understood your pleading options and that you've pled guilty and requested teen court. Is that all correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So with teen court, there is a $20 teen court fee. Can you pay that fee today?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you will have a class due October 5th. We'll give you class information. And that will result in a dismissal provided we receive your class by October 5th. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And that question?
Your Honor, how will he receive that information and how do we make that payment?
Normally we ask you to come on by because we do cash on the teen court.
Okay.
So can you get here around lunchtime?
I can, your an address, location, I'm sorry.
Right, it's where he came already to court, but.
I wasn't there at that time. His mother and I are divorced, so I was not involved in the situation. So I just hadn't had him this week.
The address, I'm trying to do that, but he does need to come to court too.
Yes, ma'am.
He has to sign.
Yes, ma'am.
It's 401 North 3rd Street.
Okay, I can take care of that. Does he need to be with me to do that?
Yes,
Or I take,
I'm saying it's where he came before at 401 North 3rd Street. He needs to come in because I have to get his signature.
okay, we'll come right after this because I want to get him back to school.
That's all good. I just signed it, so it'll be at the front desk.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. And you can get an excuse for school.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Ms. Warren, you did have a discussion with Mr. Eckenberry, and
Yeah.
you have been able to reach a resolution, or are we heading to trial?
Right. Dr. Eckerberry has changed his plea to no contest. And I have offered a deferred. There is no class. And he can pay today.
So a 90-day deferred.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Eckerberry or Dr. Eckerberry, as the case is, I can email that to you if you're able to print it and send it in today. Can we do that? Sorry, you're still muted. I did see a yes. We'll email that to you to this email that we set the meeting up for today. And then just email it back. Receive that paperwork. It's okay to go online and do payment, okay?
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you so much. All right, take care.
Thank you, collection.
Okay, Miss Warren, great. I have two people coming in. One's mine. The other has a name that I'm going to have to change quickly because it's a curse word, not directed at the court, but I need to see who they are before I let you go. In just a minute, it might just have some people missing on yours. Okay, gentlemen just joining us with the white t-shirt, matching hair. Can you unmute and tell me your name, please? You got to unmute because I can't hear you.
It's
Yes.
Christopher Hopkins.
Okay, Mr. Hopkins, why are you so late to the meeting today?
I'm sorry, what was that?
The meeting started at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm terribly sorry. I overslept, ma'am. I truly apologize. Sincerely apologize.
Okay.
I'm terribly
All
sorry
right.
for it.
Ms. Warren is meeting with you. She is the city's prosecutor. You missed all the information about the different ways to gain a dismissal, but I'm going to go ahead and allow that pretrial to move forward. Let's see. You'll receive an invitation, and Mr. Hopkins, you'll need to accept it. Okay, moving forward. Aiden Browdigan, we just completed. And Mr. Rogelio Mondragon Lopez, can you unmute?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me get your file. Okay. Is that the only thing? I think it was. Mr. Mondragon Lopez, which do you use? Do you use them both?
So I'm sorry. What was that?
How do you say your last name?
Mondragon.
Okay.
Mondragon.
Okay, Mondragon. Your case is actually eligible to be dismissed, but it is a $20 dismissal fee. I need you to come by the court to make that fee payment. Can you do that this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna have a copy of your dismissal at the front. And if you just pay that $20 fee instead of paying the $181, okay? Then your case is gonna be dismissed.
Okay.
Okay, that'll be at the front desk, okay?
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see. Then I am moving forward with Zoe Nicholson. We had Nicholson. No, we had it. It was Cassie Davis's phone. There she is. Okay, Ms. Nicholson, let me get your file pulled. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. So we have, I did receive your plea papers. You pled no contest and requested teen court, and I will grant teen court. I want to make sure that no contest is your plea and that you understood your other options for pleading, and that is your plea and your request for teen court.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there's a $20 teen court fee. Can we collect that fee today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then there'll be a class due October 5th. And we would give you paperwork when you come in to do the payment. We'll need you to come by the court to do the payment and pick up your paperwork, but it will be at the front desk. When can you come in?
As soon as we're done.
Okay, we'll have that ready for you in about 5 to 10 minutes, so it should be ready when you get here.
All right, yes, ma'am.
She's telling me more like half an hour.
Half an hour? All right,
Yes. Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Okay. Vivian Medina, if you can unmute. And if you can get on screen, all the better. Ms. Medina. Hi.
Hi.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. We're doing good. Thank you.
Did you understand when I started court the options for pleading of guilty, not guilty, and no contest?
Yes.
Okay. And you've pled no contest and requested teen court, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Teen court is a way to keep it off your record. And with this particular $20 teen court fee, class that you take at your own expense, and you would pay that fee today and get your class turned in about a month.
Oh, can you repeat that, please?
Yes, your class would be due in a month, which is October 5th. And there's a $20 fee that we would ask you to pay today. Can you pay that fee today?
Yes. Can you do it online?
We would ask you to come to the court to pick up your paperwork, sign your paperwork, and pay your fee.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and we'll have your class information with everything that you pick up, okay? Sorry? Okay, okay, we don't tell them anything? And we don't have a handout for how to find it on the safety. Of course, we used to. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we'll have information at the front. Probably give us half an hour, okay? Okay, thank you. Ms. Warren, you were visiting with Mr. Hopkins, and Mr. Hopkins, I'll ask you to unmute now. And Ms. Warren, are we heading to trial or to resolution?
We're headed to trial, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Mr. Hopkins, on October 20th, you have a 2 o'clock appointment with this court. We need to be here on time, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, again, I apologize. Truly apologize.
Yes.
It won't happen on the 20th.
Good. We'll see you then.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Ms. Warren, I see no other persons. I do have a phone call that has not identified itself the entire time. Phone call 565. Who are you, please? Asking you to unmute, and this will be the last time I make that request. Are you there? You're not really here. Okay. Who are you, please?
Hello?
Yes.
Trevor Trombley.
Trevor Trombley. Okay, you're on my docket.
Earlier you said 5565. I didn't know if you were talking about my number because mine's 0565. So I hadn't unmuted myself.
I said 254-56 ending in 565. I always give
I'm
the
sorry.
last three numbers because I can't see the other numbers. So there's really
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
the 4 numbers that you're saying. And I've asked you to unmute, and you've been sitting there quietly. I didn't kick you out of the meeting. I just hope.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about a different phone number.
You need to wait because it's not your turn, but I'll be back with you in just a moment, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Warren, you're good to go. Thank you so much.
Your Honor, before I depart, if I may, can you process the dismissals today instead of waiting on those from me?
Yes, we'll have to back up through them.
Okay.
I think the main one, well, I've got notes.
I can go ahead and tell you by name.
I know the lawyer case had 2 on Pace.
Yes, Pais was 2 on the registration.
Yes.
And Mr. Bazan on his July 13th for that plea and bar.
Okay.
And then Mr. Alexander didn't show, but the officer is no longer with PD. So I'm going to offer a dismissal on Alexander Brady.
Okay.
And then that's it.
Yes. Very good. Okay, we'll get that.
Okay, thank you. Y'all have a good day.
You too. She never makes that request. Okay, continuing forward. Let's see. John Garcia. Mr. Garcia, if you can get on screen, if you're able, great. If not, let's go ahead and just get going on audio.
Okay, I'm here.
So I had a request from you for, I had a guilty plea and a request for a payment plan. And
Well, excuse me. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather just go ahead, and if you could give me 30 days, I'll just go to pay the whole thing off. I'd rather do that and just be done with it. But if you can just give me 30 days, that's all I need, and then I'll just pay the whole thing off.
I can do that.
And that's it.
No problem. I just need your signature on it, and you're in Temple. Can you come by and just sign for that?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, if you have COVID, you cannot come in a public building.
Yeah, I got, but
Can
hold on, I'm gonna let my wife talk to you.
excuse me, Your Honor, I know it's none of my business, but we both actively have COVID right now.
Right,
We
you
can't
don't
leave
need
the
to be in a public building, ma'am. So we can
Excuse
email
me?
that. We can email that over.
Oh,
to
you can email it to us. Okay, that's much better. I'm sorry. Okay, let's do that then.
Okay, we'll email. Yeah.
Okay.
You shouldn't be going
Okay.
in public till you're better, partly because you're probably exhausted too. So,
Yeah.
Very interested in not having contagion, okay?
Yes, we definitely don't want to do that. I'm sorry.
We'll email that and he can sign it and email it back, okay?
Okay, how can I give you an email address?
Well, we probably used one to set up this meeting.
No, he went down there and did it.
Let me
And they
look
gave
at
him people.
You're right. Sorry. John Garcia. But I just handed him to you. Can you hand me the? I'll write it down for you. We don't have an email. Okay, what is the email, ma'am?
MGAR V as in victory OISIN at Yahoo.
MGAR V as in victory OISIN?
Yes.
At Gmail?
At Yahoo?
At Yahoo.
Yes.
Okay. All right, y'all get well, okay?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Espinosa, I see you on the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see. The insurance within 24 hours option is a very limited option and you have to be on time. You missed court by almost a month, so I'm not able to do a dismissal. You have 2 choices to choose from right now. One is to see if the prosecutor would be willing to dismiss. I can put you on her schedule. I can't guarantee you that she will. You must attend. Or you can set it up to go into payments, but we do need to address your payment plan. I mean, it would be added. Your payment plan is fine when it's on time, It just would take longer because we would add another charge. It wouldn't go up. It just would last longer.
Okay, I have a time served sheet because I, got into a little situation a while back. But would that work for any of these tickets for you? Or
I would have to look at it. We could go ahead and set this on the payments, and then you just bring that in when you come sign for the new payment plan.
okay, I had a copy of, because I went up to Bell County Jail and got the booking sheet for when I was in there, and from the time I arrived and from the time I left, and I tried to bring it up there to her, but she said that I would have to talk to you about that. So I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know who her is. I know that I can't possibly review it without looking at it. Got to see it.
So how would I get that, a copy of it? How would I get the copy to you?
Take a copy and you would bring it to us or email it to us.
Okay, and I came up there to the municipal court where the water thing is, or whatever it is, right there across where the people sit in those offices. And I tried to hand it to one of the ladies over there, and she.
I don't know the context. I'm just asking you to do it, and you have to come in and sign for this anyway. So I don't know what the big deal is, but I need you to just bring it in. There's no way for me to review a document that I'm not looking at.
Yes, ma'am. Sounds good to me.
Okay, so we'll add this to your payment plan then. The answer is probably I can give you some credit for that, but I can't do it without proof in my file.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I'll just make a note. And then what happens is once you bring that in, I'll review it and some money will probably come off of this. I'm assuming, I don't know. And then it'll just come off the back end, or I have to see where I can apply it, but it'll change your payment plan and we'll communicate that to you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're coming in. All right, thank you, Mr. Espinosa. I'll
Yes,
give
ma'am.
it full consideration, I assure you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am, thank you. You have a good one.
You're coming by when?
I will come today.
It has to be today. When today?
Right now, as soon as I get off the phone.
Cool. Mr. Let's see, Jermaine, Mr. McGee. Okay, you requested a payment plan.
Yes.
I'm showing, and I can grant one, but I'm showing that you can't meet the demands of a payment plan. So I could order community service or do $25 a month.
The $25 a month is fine.
Okay. Now, this is a payment plan, so I need your signature. When is your start date? When can you start that payment? Can you start today?
Actually, it'll be next Tuesday. That's when I get paid.
Okay. I do need the signature today. I can approve for you to start on the 7th, which is next Tuesday. When can you come by today?
It'll be probably have to be after 11 o'clock. My wife and my children are leaving town. I'm at the train station.
Okay, 11's fine. We'll see you then. 11's
Okay.
fine. Okay. We'll see you then. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Trombley, can you get back on where we can hear
Hello?
you? Hi, Mr. Trombley.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm fine. You have a charge for speeding.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I got a note that you wanted team court, but for some reason I didn't get any paperwork from you with a plea. And the information from the school is blurry enough that I literally cannot read it. So I don't mind granting team court, but I'm gonna have you come over, show proof of enrollment in school, pay a $20. Pay a $20.
Okay.
And then you'll have a class due. Can you pay the $20?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Can you pay the $20 fee today?
Yes. I don't know if we'll be able to come up there today. We all just got COVID tests yesterday. And my whole family, we're not feeling too good. Last time I was up there though, when we requested teen court, the lady, one of the clerks asked to see if I was enrolled in school, and we showed her, and she had signed something. I'm not sure. So what do we need to do?
I need proof that you're enrolled in school. And
Okay.
I need a $20 fee paid, and I need a signature. I can email you an extension, and let's just extend
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Let's start over in a month, because I think you just need to be extended right now until you see. And we'll email you that extension, and you just sign for it and email it back. And then you're done. And we'll
Okay.
see you in a month, and we'll look at teen court then.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I'll get better.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I've got someone who was trying to log in a minute ago, Miss Peters, but I think we already took care of her, so I don't know what the deal was, but I don't see any